Vegas to Japan, different hemisphere, hotties from Greece to Thailand. Being on safari in the motherland. A rice in Indochina with a crew of Asian fans. I told you, keep the block cause the world is mine. Hit the currency exchange, it's Euro time. Monte Carlo Casino, spend the dime. Fast cars, the Autobahn, Berlin is mine. Catch me in Paris, but not in the Hilton. 5-star hotels, 6-star pimping. Now I'm in Brazil and I'm bicycle dip. South American queens, big boss living. Different places, brand new faces. Got more locations than military bases. I've been caught my dreams, so ain't no more chase. Stamp my passport, next destination.
Here we go, we taking this city. Here we go, we taking this city. Here we go, we taking this city. The next stop, the whole wide world. Here we go, we taking this city. Here we go, we taking this city. Here we go, we taking this city. The next stop, the whole wide world.
This journey of enrichment.
You are now the most talked about radio station in your city. This is Shut Up and Talk on Radius Radio. I am LB Johnson, and I got a very special guest host tonight. None other than my twin. I like to call her my what's that, umbilical cord. Teesie in the building, man. What's up, Teesie?
What's up, Albuquerque?
I already don't like that I invited her and asked her to call me because Teesie starts off smoking a blunt. Like, if y'all know anything about me and Buck, man, we can't. If we try to smoke and do a show, it ain't gonna work. But this is how Teesie gets ready for a show.
This
So
is going to be the best show of your life, brother.
if you ever wonder, hey, when we was younger, we always say, I'm drinking a lot, she smoke a lot. So now y'all get to see it, and we'll see what comes of it. But D-Man had a little family emergency, so he will not be here tonight. He might show up a little later on if he get through. But if not, regardless, we're going to do the damn thing. We got a very special guest in the building tonight. Our guest is in the building tonight. 80's baby is in this motherfucker. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, especially, pulling up to Albuquerque and y'all really fucking with me out here.
Man. Hey, look, it's a beautiful thing. Even when I heard you was coming, man, I'm like, I done heard about these dudes a long time. I know what you're doing to this bad boy. Y'all definitely putting on something. Like, man, I love to be able to branch out and show love, man. We came out here and lay down a foundation so we can help other folks out. Right. So welcome to Bootcamp, man.
Appreciate
it. For everybody that doesn't know, man, let everybody know who and what is the 80's Babes.
Man, we really music, a music group, and then the clothing. So it's a brand. Like, we branched out to the whole clothing now. So, but yeah, we mainly do music though. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
that's what's up.
We ain't dropped in like 4 years. We just dropped this mixtape like last week.
We are 80's babies technically.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Off top.
We support the 80's.
80's born, 90's right.
Come on now.
To me, your focus is hell, man. One of the we toured with a Tech 9, man, like early on years ago, like. And I remember being in Petaluma, matter of fact. He did a show in Petaluma, California, and he did the show, and he sold out of merch. All his merch within the first hour of the doors opening. The next show was in Reading. He went to Reading, bruh. They had sold out, so he didn't have merchandising. He would not open the doors. He held the door for 2 hours till his merchandise truck got there. It was literally, because he's like, man, I'm not missing that money.
That's the main thing that sells.
Come on, 80's babies, cop the merch.
Look, you definitely doing the rapping thing, but got your merch on lock, man. You already had, look, that's smart. That's the guaranteed money. Look,
off top.
When the promoter tripping, telling, we didn't do what we had hoped to do at the door. Nah, bro, I got mine, but you better get the rest of mine before we get up out of here. So
because I ain't gonna lie, Tech 9 actually said that he make like 30 bands just in clothing, just in merch. At one show though.
Yeah.
And he's getting probably like 10, 20 just to do that show. So he's actually making more on merch.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Now
his own money.
That boy got thongs and tampons.
Really?
Tech 9 got everything.
What?
That motherfucker said, look, he said you a condom with some
a condom with Tech 9 face on it. That should be nice. That'd be nice.
With the 80's baby, especially when it comes to the clothing thing, what separates you guys from other MCs and other even clothing brands?
I don't know. I guess it was just man, I don't know. What separates us?
I'm gonna tell you that shit is raw.
I give you
I'm just separating that.
I'm like, I'm kind of humble when it comes to speaking like that. So I mean, shit, I'd rather let the people just
let the merch talk for itself.
Yeah, off top. I'd rather just. I could show you better than I could tell you.
What gave you the idea? Now you guys in town because you're doing a pop-up store on top of in the city to promote the music, right?
Yeah.
So what gave you that idea to say let's basically, because it's basically like a tour,
right?
But you're doing this tour. Every city you guys go, you're doing a pop-up store. What gave you that idea?
me and my bro, Young Chop, you know, from Oakland,
shout out to Oakland.
We was doing a lot of pop-up shops like a year or two ago, and you know, there were cool little turnouts, but we were doing them in our areas.
Yeah.
You know, so I said, man, fuck it, we finna make this run of South by Southwest. We might as well line up a whole little gig on the way there and back. You know what I mean? So we got like 7 cities, 4 states or something. So in like 10 days.
You slid that in there real quick. That's South by Southwest, man. That's a huge show,
right?
And a huge opportunity.
Right.
We do that every year. This is the 3rd year in a row we running that. But this year is actually, man, we locked in with a lot of good shit. Just from based on the years previous. You know what I mean? Like.
We have a lot of cats that come through the studio, man. You know, that's going through, you know, coming through the town, so to speak, and stop by and chop it up. Let us know what they got going on, man. And one of the biggest things they always say is a lot of folks don't know Albuquerque. They don't, you know, as far as what it is when it comes to the music industry. I know a lot of local cats out here, you know, they don't got that hustle in them. Right. But if you ask any of them who their favorite MC is or who they rocking with, it's somebody from Cali, it's somebody from New York, it's somebody from down south. You know, so some big brands. But one thing I say, like, even it's funny, like even hearing your story, like with us, like your homie was asking me before we went live, how the fuck y'all end up out here? You know, being from Cali.
Right.
And literally, bro, we came out here, and actually not even me, my brother, shout out to Cali Flay, came out here and we're on the road doing a show. And they were just passing through, sold a CD to a promoter.
Doing the same thing you do it.
By the time they got to Texas, like they were on their way to Louisiana. By the time they got to Texas, the promoter called back and said, hey, well, you know, we got this show Friday, man. If y'all want to come get on, come get on. So literally, on the way, same thing, selling CDs, going to do a show. Sold a CD to a record promoter. They put them on, I think it was Scarface, Devin the Dude, and Trina. First show they did out here. Shit was, the show was dope, but the turnout wasn't. So, you know, and us just, and I actually came to the show, and first thing I said is, man, well, what happened to y'all promoters? What's good? You know, so we was out here, you know, the day of, and don't nobody know nothing about the show. They was like, man, I paid somebody like $3,000 to help me promote this.
Damn.
We said, man, I'm gonna do you one better. I said, I'll tell you what, man, give us half of that shit and put us in a room. Your next show, we'll come promote.
Right.
I said, let's
light
see what
the
happens.
city up.
Needless to say, the next show sold out, man, and literally that started kind of our foundation being out here doing the damn thing. And then I just talk too much, as you can see right now.
I mean, shout out to black men.
It's open market. It's open market out here.
Yeah, but shout out to black men doing something, man. You know, that's a business. You know, you got you business minded. You doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see that. You know, not enough of that is talked about. Let's talk about that. Because they out here. You know what I mean? Like you said, you was doing it. You know, you doing it. A lot of people do it, but we don't talk about it enough. Shout out to you, 80's baby.
Appreciate it.
To all you know, 2010 babies don't know nothing about this 80's shit.
Like somebody mama. I'm so proud of these babies.
Man, I am. Hey, I'm proud of my black men. Come on now, I'm not that one.
After like the 95, that's when, you know, I don't know. That's, you know.
Oh, well, let's just be honest. Everything, as far as music, the best music, you know, came from the 80s. Now, the genre was 90s,
but our parents said it was the 70s.
90s
but that mixtape that we just released, that got a bunch of 80s and 90s beats on it.
The 80s
That's
born
R&B.
So all the beats is like 80s and 90s remixes. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
You just gotta peep it, and it's all Bay Area and Sac and, you know, Cali.
You know, we ain't biased.
It's all Cali.
But it's great when it's from Cali, ain't it?
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to
because
Cali.
that's the roots. You know what I mean?
Now, where are you originally from?
Sacramento, born and raised.
Sacramento, there you go.
Coming out of Sacramento. Shout out to Marvelous.
Marvelous. Yeah.
That's my shit, man. Look, y'all know nothing about that. Look. That's that good shit.
What you owe?
Right. Way out of Albuquerque. See? Yeah, see,
that's
bro.
that real shit.
T-Nut. Shout out to T-Nutty. He on there, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit, real
T-Nut,
shit?
yeah.
Okay. What inspires you just in general, man? What inspires you when you wake up in the morning? What keeps you going?
Man, I would say my son, but mostly God, you know what I mean? Just giving me that strength, because like even being here right now, I'm like, damn, we done been to hella different places and different in the last 10, 20 days or something, and just straight run, and it's like, how am I doing it? But it's God. You know
But what's your story? What pushes you to be like who you are? Like, what's your story? You know what I mean? It's deep.
I think, yeah, it is.
It's deep.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? It's something.
You'd have to know me personally to know that part. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a drive. You know, whatever you go through in life gives you drive and pushes you to be who you are, you know. So, you know, that's what's up. Using it for positive, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up.
Because we do give backs too every year, you know, to my community, to my hood, where I'm from. You know what I mean? It's like we do
What,
it big.
what part
you
of
know what I
Sacramento?
mean? Del Paso Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah, but I started in my hood, and then just last year we branched out.
Right.
And we started hitting all the hoods. You know what I mean?
They do a coat
because,
drive. Y'all need to get together.
I got my people. You know, we from all over Sac, so it just can't be me. You know what I mean? I represent all angles.
You know, and I think that's anyone that ever like struggled or coming up, like especially when you was young. Like we at one point, I remember growing up, we lived in what is it now, the Bay Area Rescue Mission, but it used to be the Richmond Rescue Mission. Like literally, we lived in that bad boy. With moms, like when I was a kid. So for me, and I remember even as much as I hated living in that spot, I remember what that spot did for us. It gave us a roof over our head. At one point, gave us clothes. I remember my first day of school, I'm rocking a T-shirt that said "There's a brand new me inside" because they had got them free from like Hanes or something.
Right, but he was like, shit.
Yeah,
man, it was crisp, it was white, it was right.
So as much as I hated it,
Payless had a sale. What?
Looking back now, and then I went to Crespo.
That's the meaning though behind it all. Is like I know the feeling. Like like from the last 4 years we did. This is gonna be the 5th year this year. Man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the
whether
anniversary.
it's Christmas and hoping you got a present on the table, whether it's Thanksgiving, hoping you got a turkey. Like it's shit. Like I think I got it. Not to knock no other states or cities, but I think that just goes back to that good old. That's Cali. That's part of it's put in you. Whether he's raised by your mama, your grandmama, whoever, so they put that in you. Hey, give back. God bless you, bless others.
At the same time, I'm gonna inspire others to do it. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? If you wanna do anything, that'll be the best thing. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Look, speaking of others, let's do this. Let's take a quick break, man. We're gonna play a couple songs. When we come back, you brought some others with you.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's dive in, man. We'll come back, man. We'll play 3 songs. We'll come back and let you introduce everybody you got with you.
Yes,
hey, this is Shut Up and Talking Radius Radio, man. We just getting started. Live in the building, 80's Babies. When we come back, man, more with the 80's Babies, man. Y'all know what it is. Watch us work.
All right now.
Yes.